Witam wszystkich bardzo serdecznie, jestem Kark, a to jest Starfield. No i kontynuujemy tutaj sobie naszą misję w Neonie. Na razie to jest ostatnia, chyba że się znowu tam narobi. Bardzo ciekawe miejsce. No i idziemy na spotkanie z kim? Napastnikami z Zęzy. Dobra. I zobaczymy, co to będzie za zadyma.
What? What are you looking at? This is striker turf. We were one of the big dogs. We could take what we wanted and And Briggs? Total class act. Not a psycho like the disciples. Now look at us.
Nie, to użyliśmy tutaj.
So you stroll in here and want to meet with Briggs? The nerve. Maybe you should meet with the business end of my shiv, huh, tourist?
No blood in my shop, Andrea. I'm this close to tossing the lot of you out on the street.
Fine already. You're lucky. Only way you see Briggs is if you, want to join the Upside Strikers. You know, I'll just do that. Right now. This ought to be good. Sure, let's go meet the boss.
No dobra, wejdziemy.
Hey. You didn't see anything. You good?
Who's this?
Someone says they might want to join.
A recruit? Been a while.
I know, right? Bosch says we can't go killing people around here anymore.
We shouldn't be doing that anyhow.
Cześć.
Don't mess with the strikers.
You want to join us? We're a gang. You understand that, right? Not some daring adventure bullshit you can brag to your friends about. We steal, we mug, we kill, if we have to. People that come to us have usually run out of options. So are you really interested? There was a time when we were the only ones that kept those psychos in line, but I'll get to that. Let me tell you about us. What makes the Strikers different is we're family. It's us against every goddamn thing the world can throw at us. If you're in, we'll go through hell and back for you.
It's been a little too much of that hell going round.
Vogel, not the time. We do everything we can to make sure everyone's got a roof overhead and fish in their belly. I prefer we fleece the marks, not kill them. Better for everyone in the long run. But you do what you gotta do. Ebside is where all the loser and sad stories end up once Neon and Administrator Bayou has used them up. Surviving here ain't easy. Sometimes blood's got to flow just to get food based on your plate. But we only take what we have to. Not so fast. I gotta get to know you first. What would you bring to the Strikers?
No tak.
Very useful. I like it. Done anything special? Something that might impress us? Right. So you're one of those stargazers. Sure, they visit here all the time. I'm not sure what your game is, but if you really want to join, there's a test. You're going up against the Disciples. Everyone in Ebside's been chewed up and ground up by Neon. Some people snap, and snap hard. The Disciples are maniacs, pure and simple. The test is to find out who's been arming those nutjobs with military-grade hardware. If you're a striker, it means the Disciples are going to come after you hard. But you do this, we know you can hack it, and you're willing to risk your neck. Sensible. But I have a funny feeling about you.
I can't understand this sudden urge to join the Strikers gang. I can think of about 100 better ways you could be spending your time.
There's a warehouse they use. One of our friends said there's a slate there that has the info we need.
Oh, that's my job. I was going to go in and make them pay.
You want it? Too bad, Vogel. You go in there, and it's a bloodbath. I want someone that can snatch it from them. Ideally with them never even knowing it happened. Consider this your audition. Try not to get killed, new fish.
Don't break the leg. because it's an audition. Whatever.
If the Disciples spy, do what it takes to survive. You're no use to anyone dead. Madame Sauvage is a serious player in Ebside. For previous favors rendered, she's protecting us. And even the Disciples won't go against her. But we take one step outside, and all bets are off. I had another life, but I lost it all. Taken from me. Vogel and I were cast out on the street. We couldn't find work after months. Things got dark. So crime was the only option. We picked up misfits and unfortunates from there, but all of them fighters. Willing to do anything it takes.
Ciekawe.
The Disciples have got the numbers. They've got the guns. What we have left are the diehards. But we are a family. We genuinely care about each other and have each other's back. So, we may be down, but we are not beaten. Try
Dobra.
not to get yourself killed, all right?
No to zobaczymy. Sara, wychodzimy.
What can I get you today?
A to tu madam. Zdobądź tabliczkę. Hmm.
You're really going to walk on by? And this has the chance to experience Euphorica? We have everything you wanted of Neon and more. Come in right now, and you may even have a chance to experience our exclusive members lounge. So what do you say?
Widzisz, Sara?
Are you ready to feel?
Możemy wejść do loży. Dobra. To wchodzimy.
Okay, let's settle this once and for all. Velocity or chimera?
You kidding? Chimera, all day. Why do you think I'm here?
I don't know. Chimera's nice, but velocity, that will get you hammered.
See, you just proved my point. Down your third velocity, and you're out cold. By the third chimera, you're
Looks like
floating
you
on frickin' cloud
need to
nine.
relax.
Nie, to chyba nie tu wleźliśmy.
Yeah.
To jest Sara. To nie ten lokal. To jednak gdzieś tam z tyłu. Tu.
Hey. All right, but be careful.
O cię, panie.
Find anything useful?
No tak. I rozwaliliśmy ich, no kurde.
Yes? Sure, I'm right behind you. In.
Ciuks.
Save it for someone who gives a damn.
Here on Neon. Our beds are comfortable and affordable, and with a crime rating of only 16%, your safety is almost guaranteed. So go out.
Hotel.
Live your best life. We'll be here when you're ready.
Welcome to the Hotel Volai.
Sleep with us.
Prześpij się z nami. Sara, idziemy?
Welcome, off-worlder, to the Hotel Ponad. Your home away from home, here on Neon. Our beds are comfortable and
Tu jakiś medical.
Now is the time to enhance your
No
life.
to wiem ten.
Here at Enhance, we offer a full range of cosmetic and biological services. For just a few credits, our certified
Ping pong. Tu jakoś policja, to tu nie było. Gdzie tu kurde było ten handlarz? Po tamtej stronie to było?
anywhere in the galaxy. Here we're above the scum and vice. Because what you want to best, and you destiny for you. Seek Heart's outfitters. If we don't have it, we can get it. And if we can't get it, someone can.
To kurna było. Tu, chodź tu gruby.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Sprzedaj. Sprzedaj. Uzbrojenie. Co to jest Beowulf? O, to takie nie najgorsze. Sprzedaj. Powiększony magazynek. Wow, tego jeszcze nie widziałem. Łocie, panie. A tu ma... Nawet to szczelą. No dobra. 185. Jeszcze by coś trzeba było sprzedać. I no nie wiem co. Kurde. Tam właśnie nabrał tego trochę chyba za dużo. Żelazo mi w sumie niepotrzebne, nie? Wody też dużo. Stymulant. To jest pół, ja? No to 4 by było. Co tu jeszcze idzie zużyć? Kurde, jeszcze 10 czegoś. Chlor. No. To sprzedamy i już chyba będziemy... No, dobra. Okej, chodź Sara.
There's no shame if you just walk away and go back to your pretty little life. So, stealth was a no-go, but... shit. You took all of them out. The strikers can use that. So you're in. Everyone thinks the Ebside strikers are out for the count. But now that we know where the disciples are getting their guns, I feel the tide is turning. As soon as I realized that the disciples had sniper rifles and assault rifles, I ordered everyone to go to ground. But we can't keep it up forever. All we need to be back in the game are weapons of our own. Usually, we're an all-in type of thing. But for you, I'll make an exception. You might want to say hello to the rest of the gang. They should be friendlier, or I'll make them friendlier. After you take some deserved R&R, hit up Hatchet for any gear you may need, and a job I got in mind for you.
First rule of strikers is take what you need to
I
survive.
swear it's got its own local gravitational pull.
I think you're gonna fit in well. Really well.
The disciples will pay.
I think you're gonna fit in well. Really well. Bye.
So you're part of the team now. All right, not bad. Briggs may be in charge, but know that I'm his second. So stay on my good side, right? Oh, you want to start something, do you? Just kidding. You're part of our messed up family now. Not going to lie, you've come to us during a shit time. It was not long ago that we held our own against the disciples. Now we're just hiding behind our mother's scat. We need to do something. Well, did you want something? Everything was pretty fine till a couple years ago. They had their side of town, we had ours. I mean, we'd have misunderstandings, but Briggs always sorted things out. Then one day, the disciples wanted all of Ebside. It's been blood and knives ever since. Serious goddamn military hardware. How can a knife compare to a fully auto Grendel, right? I mean, before then, we gave as good as we got. All of those bastards are armed. And we tried to make a stand. And after the funerals, we hunkered down. Yeah.
Okej.
I think you're gonna fit in
Dobra.
well. Really well.
The streets will devour any who don't respect them. Huh. So you survived. Andrea thought Briggs wanted you dead, so he sent you away. Andrea was wrong. Andrea has lost more than any of us. She used to be a pilot, had a ship, a life, everything. Now she walks the hard road of staying clean. Leaves her in a bad mood, pretty much always. Andrea does what she has to. Respect that. Everyone is hard because they have to be. These streets and alleys are all I know. They chew up the weak, they leave them broken or dead in the gutters. So don't be weak. Oh yes. Every day a different struggle. To stay alive, to stay good in the
Kurde,
head.
tych dialogów tu jest
The
masa.
strikers and Briggs
Same
took me
dialogi.
in, gave me a family. I will do anything to protect them. And I mean anything. You are funny. Funny won't keep you alive. So the job is, we let the streets know the strikers are back. We have signs. Signs that indicate our turf. Hacking the signs is easy. Getting to them or fighting any disciples there, that is the challenge. Briggs said he prefers no blood. But I say, make the disciples bleed at every chance. Briggs will be pleased. But if you need things, I can hook you up. I make sure the strikers have what they need. Good luck.
Once I'm let loose, things are gonna change.
Zhakuj znaki jakieś, ja? Co ty tu się tak kręcisz?
Can I get you something? Au revoir.
Oj, cara, nie chcą tu nas.
You try Velocity yet?
I used to be actually. Now
Dobra, czekaj. Drugi znak. Trzeci znak. A gdzie jest pierwszy znak? Zhakuj drugi znak. Zhakuj trzeci znak. A gdzie jest pierwszy znak? Kuźwa.
Can you believe Zemo Fresh charges us a licensing fee to fish?
Kuźwa, kaj to jest?
Speak with me only if you have a
I think I got them. What do you call them? Corns? Yeah, I got corns.
Gdzie jest ten znak? To jest drugi znak, a gdzie jest pierwszy? Coś ty
What do
chciał?
we have here? Decided to drop by on Neon and do a little vandalism, huh? There's a steep fine for that. Zero tolerance. Tell you what, you pay the fine now, and I'll let you off with a warning, or things are going to get messy. Maybe, but as soon as you started putting up Striker gang sign, that crosses the line.
O kurde.
I guess we'll see. Yeah, I'm not falling for that one.
Kurde.
You know how it is. Maybe we can work something out. No way. It's my ass if something goes wrong here. I'm done talking to you. So either pay up, or you get shot resisting arrest.
That's the only language Neon Security seems to understand.
Enjoy your stay on Neon.
Dobra, srał go pies. Ciś, zasuwaj, zasuwaj. No i co? Nie wlazła. Jest ten ostatni znak. O panie, tam gdzieś. Jak ja tam mam wleźć? Jak się tam włazi?
Not sure how much longer you have to ride. You want to know
Coming right now, and you may even have a chance to experience our exclusive members lounge. So what do you say?
Lecie, panie.
Choose your jump. Paint your face to fit your body.
Chwila, tu coś jest. Strach się bać.
Oh well, I guess they're gone. Well, I suppose they're not going to need it anymore.
rozwalone. Jak idzie z nimi gadać, jak oni cały czas atakują? O panie! Gdzie jest ta z terytorium?
Piss me off!
Long way down. I have something for you from the cabinet.
Dobra, ciśniemy. A gdzie są ci wszyscy ludzie tu z tych pokładów? Patrz. Ława przemysłowa. Ogólnie dostępna. A, tu już są. Madame Sauvage.
You heard? But maybe you should get your hearing checked.
The strikers are upstairs. So we better be in our best behavior.
I think you're gonna fit in well. Really well. You've really kicked the hornet's nest. Good. Andrea's running point on grabbing the gun stash. I need you and Vogel to keep the disciples off balance.
So we're finally doing this?
It's time, Vogel. The gloves are off. Both of you, keep the collateral damage down if you can. But it's do or die. Like the attitude, but don't give Neon Security any reasons to go after us, okay?
We've come this far, so we intend to see things through to the end, Briggs.
You two coordinate whatever you need to. I have a request. I know this is asking a lot. Newell's Goods has some armor. Not mil-spec ranger gear or anything, but better than the cast-off clothes the strikers wear. So if you could, well, spring for some armor upgrades, maybe convince Newell to sell it to us? All the strikers owe you big time. Any credits it costs, I promise we'll pay you back, with interest. Now's the time for the strikers to make a comeback. The disciples are gonna pay for all they've done.
Dreaming of this. Finally, Briggs is going to let me kick these disciples where it hurts. I've been telling him to let his best man loose for weeks. So thank you for changing his mind. You better believe it. Both of us worked for that hellhole Xenofresh way back. I was a casualty of a reduction in force. But Paul Briggs's leg got crushed in an accident. So Xenofresh, being the class act they are, they fired him. And later even sued him. So it was him and I on the streets. I helped him through rehab. The Ebside strikers sort of grew around us. Good talk.
The disciples are gonna pay for all they've done.
I've been dreaming of this.
The disciples are gonna pay for all they've done.
I've been dreaming of this.
Pull up a chair and have a drink.
Weź zobaczyć za tymi kredytami. Sara, chodź na tu.
Let's see what you've got.
Dobra. Bardziej tego Beowulfa. Czekaj, skalibrowany Enux. To było 38. No właśnie, no z Niemca chyba trzeba będzie. Dobra, ja idą na 7,77. Amunicja. Dobra. I Sara, uzbrojenie. Kurwa. Co? Przepraszam. Dobra.
Okay.
No, teraz masz konkretną rurę. Jeszcze coś z przodu? Tu. Chodź tu. Dawaj. Jeszcze tam masz pora. Jeszcze masz pora kredytów, no. Dobra. Kuźwa, nie kup. Ej. To nie. Dobra. To ten. Ubiór. Co to było w ubiorze? Nie mam wartości. Dobra.
All right, what's up?
Okay.
Busy.
Sara, idziemy.
Line of equipment and accessories for all your hectic needs. Packaged food?
Przepuśćcie mnie.
Lamps? Oh yeah. Boost packs? Got those too. So don't even bother with
His Majesty decided to come down from his throne and walk amongst us peasants? What did he want?
He said he wanted to personally thank us for our contributions to the city and hopes for our continued support. I'm sorry.
Our contributions? Those taxes we pay are a sham, so he can line his ivory trade tower with another layer of gold. Makes me sick. Feel like making a purchase today? Welcome to Newell's. If you're looking for any specific goods, Rosa and I guarantee we'll beat Sieghart's lousy selection every time.
Dobra, dawaj.
Rosa Newell is my wife. We own this place together.
O, fajnie. A sklep Sigarta?
Sieghart's Outfitters? Oh, come on. You don't have to pretend you haven't been to his poor excuse for a store off of Bayou Plaza. Well, normally I wouldn't go in for that sort of thing, but Sieghart's given me no choice. That man has absolutely no respect for the business community on Neon. He skips merchant meetings and refuses to participate in any of our group buys. Worst of all, he pays off Neon's security to keep his place safe. By standing up to the lowlifes who come in here expecting me to just hand over all of my money, I refuse to be run out of business or be forced to pay protection. A lot of the merchants in Neon belong to a small merchants alliance. It's nothing formal. It's just a bunch of us getting together to air our grievances and watch each other's backs. Yeah, sure. If all you care about is yourself. Every payment Sigurd makes validates Neon Security's corruption. He's setting a bad precedent that many merchants are forced to follow. Anyway, sorry. I know I can get a little intense about these things. If you'll forgive the outburst and have a look around, I'm sure you'll find something you might want to buy. I'd say the majority of the guards are rotten, and the few who aren't simply take a paycheck and look the other way. They have Neon completely under their control. The Freestar Collective's own security doesn't even maintain a presence here. If it wasn't for the Freestar Rangers outpost, there wouldn't be a shred of justice in this entire city. I arrived in Neon almost, 20 years ago? I had gotten a job at Xenofresh through a friend and started working on the loading docks. After a few years, they moved me up to Kazanbas processing, and that's where I met Rosa for the first time. She was my supervisor, but we hit it off right away. It wasn't long before we decided to quit Xenofresh, get married, and start our own business. We've been in love ever since. Oh, okay. Yeah, that'd be extremely helpful. I honestly don't know what to say. Fair enough. Just be careful when you're dealing with Sigurd. He can be surprisingly unreasonable when he's cornered.
I tu jest właśnie to, że z jednego robi się zaraz 5 następnych.
The first time I brought up the subject, we got into a huge argument. Sigurd said he had every intention of paying Neon security and that it was final. After that, I tried to speak to him a few times, but he's always been too busy to spend the time to sit down and have a decent conversation. It's obvious he has no intentions of talking to me anymore. I honestly don't know what I did to make him so angry with me. Oh, dear Lord. Did Briggs put you up to this? All these gangs are a menace. I don't want to have any part of it. Because they're bottom-feeding parasites. They steal and murder, and security couldn't care less. Us businessmen have to draw a line somewhere, and this is mine. I've known Briggs for ages, and he's not the problem. It's people like Hatchet and Andrea. They're dangerous. They are definitely the lesser evil. All right already, all right. You pay and I'll send Briggs his armor. But this is a one-time deal. I don't want anything to do with this madness after that. That's not a discount. That's robbery. I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here.
Ciekawe, jak to teraz ugryźć.
Let's not close the door on this just yet. Don't think I'm desperate or anything, but you do have a point. Fine, fine. You can have your discount if you just stop your yapping. We'll get the armor over to Madame Sauvage. We're done. I had to chase more zone heads out of here today. I don't think they even knew what planet they were on.
They're just kids having fun, James.
Don't kid yourself, Rosa. Aurora isn't fun. It's a poison, and it needs to be taken off the streets.
James, please. It's not just the Aurora. It's Administrator Bayou. As long as he's in charge, this city will just get worse and worse. Welcome to Newell's. Let me know if you need help with anything. Oh my, do I? That's awful. I should be taking better care of my customers. You'll have to excuse me. With all the ruckus my husband's been making at the Merchant Alliance meetings, it's difficult to get any rest. Poor old man has himself mixed up in a foolish crusade against Dietrich Sieghart, who he's angry at for paying off Neon security. He runs Sieghart's Outfitters. It's right outside the spaceport terminal. I suppose you could say he's our only real competition. If you ask me, he isn't such a terrible person. Please don't tell James I said that. For protection, I assume. They apparently target certain businesses with some type of safety assurance fee scheme. We've been spared that indignity so far, but it's absolutely disgraceful this kind of thing is happening. It's a little group James formed, with some of the other vendors on Neon. I'd call it more of a support group, because all they do is sit around and complain about how hard it is to run a business here. I don't believe he is, no. I think my husband has Dietrich all wrong. he's probably doing what he has to do to survive. Just, please don't tell James I said that. I don't want him to think his own wife is doubting him. It's just a feeling that I have about Dietrich. I'm sure he's paying off Neon security because he has no choice. He can't afford to fight back like my husband expects. I have no idea. Anytime the subject comes up, it turns into an argument. Frankly, he's so obsessed that it's a dangerous situation. I don't think he's listening to me at all. Well, thank you. I can't remember the last time a total stranger walked into our store and offered to help. It would be so lovely to see my James happy again. He used to smile at me all the time, you know. Now all I see is worry on his face. I suppose you can speak with him about it if you like. But perhaps you'd like to browse our store a bit before you do?
Dobra.
Oh, he'll be so upset for me telling you this. But it's such a funny story. I can't resist. James and I used to work on the Chasm Bass line at Xenofresh. We didn't do any of the Aurora extraction, just dealt with the leftovers. I was a supervisor on the line, and when the alarm went up that it had been stopped, I investigated. I find James inside a storage vat, up to his shoulders in stinky fish guts and blind as a bat. The gut got in his eyes, you see. I had to walk him to the showers, strip his work clothes, and hose him down. When he saw me standing there, he turned bright red. After the shift ended, we went out for a Terra brew and talked. A year later, we were married. Better times. Better times. Dietrich is actually quite a lovely man, though lately he's been under a lot of pressure, which has made him rather bitter. When we first opened our business here in Akuchi Market, he was actually very helpful. Offered us advice. Didn't treat us like competition at all. I'm sorry, I just don't believe Dietrich is doing anything wrong paying off Neon security. We all do what we have to do to survive in this wretched city. Unfortunately, my husband is convinced that fighting City Hall is the way to solve all of Neon's problems. I think he's wrong.
No dobra.
Have a good day.
To idziemy do tego Dietricha.
I've had enough, Rosa. Siegart's gone too far this time.
Oh,
Could possibly want.
Ale z Dietrichem to już chyba, czy jak się tam nazywa, porozmawiamy w następnym odcinku. Dzięki wszystkim za oglądanie, dzięki, że jesteście i trzymajcie się do następnego odcinka. Cześć!